All right. So, y'all, and let me just start this second by saying, if you're not a soccer fan, you're not a soccer fan. I respect that. And this is also for you if you live here.
Right.
This whole thing yesterday, and I thought everybody back here did a really good job covering it. We haven't had a swing at it, though. That's why I left yesterday morning, because we had the press conference at 10 a.m. City Hall to announce that Kevin Nagel, the owner of the Republic, had sold majority ownership in the Sac Republic to the Wilton Rancheria tribe. You may have been to Sky River Casino down in Elk Grove. That's theirs.
Wonderful place.
Wonderful place. And I've gotten to know these guys as the deal came together over the last year. The chairman, Jesus Tarango, his folks, his cousin, his right-hand man, Chris, who actually, not you, Chris, but actually goes back, how this is just for the three of us, by the way, goes back to working at Leatherby's with Jana Haynes and her husband, Derek. Both used to work on this show and in promotions back when it was the night show. You remember them both. So super local ties, right? This is really the story of like local folks made good. And I don't need to get into the whole Native American story and, all that, which you're very familiar with. There's a lot of really good feelings about this. So the deal has been coming together, and you may recall, maybe you don't recall, but about 2 weeks ago, literally about an hour from landing in Sacramento, coming back from England, I'm literally, Kevin and I are flying back, and I'm getting into it with a couple of Republic fans, Tower Bridge Battalion folk, who are understandably super frustrated at the whole process and the fact that this thing has dragged on and on and on and on. And understandably as well, like, I was there when a lot of us were there when they announced that Republic was going MLS and the stadium was happening, 5 years ago now, downtown, the big rally. And then Burkle bailed out. The whole thing just collapsed. It was just so stupid. And these poor fans who support this team so well have had to go to Cal Expo to watch the matches.
Right.
And Cal Expo has treated, for the most part, the team as just second-class tenants, because, the horse racing is doing wonders or whatever the hell. Like, the whole point of Cal Expo, a lot of the point, is to showcase, like, local things. The Republic, in my opinion, maybe I'm biased, should be treated as their gold standard prize tenant. You've got multiple events every year where you're bringing 10, 15, 20,000 people out there. And they've just neglected them. And for a long time, it's been very apparent these fans need and deserve their own home. Plus, it's just better business. So
good at business.
I get into it. The thing that would always get me, and again, I always wear my heart on my sleeve, and I don't filter myself, and I should, but when I see somebody online that's like, Nagel scamming us, he doesn't care about this, he cares about his England team, he's just making money and screwing the fans and all that, and I'm like, dude, if you only knew, like, I'm literally, and again, full disclosure, I've done it a billion times. I work with Kevin on England. I don't do much, if anything, for the Republic. I do the England thing. But I know the money he's lost. I know the money he loses every single month. I know that he bought the team and the team was going bankrupt. They were insolvent. They were days away from being closed down. Vendors were not getting paid. The thing was going away. There was nobody else that would have stepped up. I get the whole, like, well, dude, you work with him, you're defending him. Here's the thing. I am down for anyone in this city that advances the city. Right. I don't care if it's the mayor. I don't care if it's Kevin Nagel. I don't care if it's Vivek Ranadive. Like, if you're advancing our city, I am a fan of yours, and I'm going to be loyal. And I'm watching this dude lose more money than we will ever make in our lives every single year on this club. And I'm thinking, what I want to say is, guys, if you didn't have him, your club would have been gone. The whole club would have been gone years ago. In the meantime, this dude who's worth just this side of $1 billion is out hat in hand trying to find partners, trying to find a stadium deal, location. This is a federal, state, city, private business, tribal, 5-way partnership. And the Disney end of the whole thing is that the Wilton Rancheria tribe, the land that the stadium is going to be built on, that's their ancestral homeland that was taken from them. They're buying back the land hundreds of years later, and they're going to build a stadium on the whole thing. So when I say congratulations and a sincere thanks to Kevin, I wish the entire city would say that. The tribe, they're great people. Like, we could literally hang out with a lot of these people. They're super cool, down to earth, humble as hell. Kevin and the chairman, Jesus Tarango, are going to be in studio with us on Tuesday, and we'll kind of go over all the stuff that happened. You'll see for yourself. There's cool dudes. And we'll talk a lot more about this in the specifics, but you're going to get your own soccer stadium. The soccer stadium is expandable if they ever do go MLS. They're perfectly good right now with doing USL, but they're leaving it open. You're getting a music venue next to it. The city's not writing a check. And they all just busted their asses to finally get this done. The fact that Daryl Steinberg, who will join us later, gets it done, a
few days before.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And the presumptive new mayor, Kevin McCarty, was out there as well, is on board with all this. Unlike the arena thing, we'll revisit that. So it should be a good feeling for everybody. It advances the city. It grows the city. And it was a super, super cool day yesterday. We'll get more on that later. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break. Not really. When we come back, Dave Richards, CBS Sports. Get your fantasy football questions in. We'll